forever and always.
There's something about soul music that hits different. One moment you're just listening, and the next, a song reaches inside you and pulls up a feeling you didn't even know was still there. These 12 tracks don't just sound good, they heal something quietly, right when you need it.
And I'll sign my name, love.
Number 11, Sweet Sticky Thing by Ohio Players, 1975. Sweet Sticky Thing is desire warmed to the point of softness. The Ohio Players knew how to build a vibe that wasn't rushed, slow, syrupy, steady. The sax doesn't simply play the melody, it drips over everything like honey sliding down glass. Sugarfoot Bonner sings with a confidence that never tries to dominate the room. He glides, he lilts, he lets the sweetness speak for itself. There's a real tenderness here, a kind of slow burn seduction that never loses its humanity. The band leaves pockets of air where your emotions can settle. The bass line walks you somewhere safer than where you started, never pushing, never pulling, just guiding. This isn't the kind of soul that shouts its healing. It whispers it, low and close. The track reached number 1 on the R&B chart for a reason. It heals without demanding anything from you. Number 10, Give Me Your Love by Barbara Mason, 1973. Give Me Your Love is soul at its most intimate. Barbara Mason steps into the song like someone stepping into a confession booth. Recorded in just 30 minutes, the performance carries the urgency of a moment that had to be captured fast before courage faded. Her breathy delivery feels like the first inhale after holding your feelings in too long. She doesn't belt, she surrenders. The strings don't hover, they cradle. The rhythm section beats steady and patient, like a heartbeat that refuses to abandon her. You can feel the years behind her voice, the unspoken stories she doesn't have to explain. That softness brought Barbara back to the Pop Top 40 and R&B Top 10 because people recognized themselves in the need she dared to admit.
Your love.
Number 9, I Want to Get Next to You by Rose Royce, 1976. This is longing painted with a fine brush. The song walks, never runs.
Still I wanna get next to you.
The bass line is persistent but polite, the sound of somebody showing up again and again because they don't know how not to care. Gwen Dickey sings with beautiful restraint, carrying both dignity and desperation without letting either swallow her.
Can't you see? I wanna get.
The strings cascade like curtains falling in slow motion, creating a gentle world where even heartbreak feels safe to touch.
That I can't take you to the fancy.
There's an ache here, but it's tender, no bitterness, no sharp edges. It's the kind of yearning that hurts because it means something.
The places you might wanna go.
Listen for Gwen Dickey on the word insecure. That single lift tells the whole story.
Must you be unkind and tell me I'm not.
The track became Rose Royce's second top 10 pop hit because everyone knows what it's like to want someone who barely sees you.
You're so beautiful and pure. Why?
Number 8. I Want to Be Where You Are by Michael Jackson, 1972. Michael was only 13, but he sings this like someone who already understands the weight of missing someone. Leon Ware and Arthur Ross built the perfect pocket strings arching high, bass moving warm and sure, drums breathing just enough. The whole track makes space for Michael to do what only he could, turn longing into pure joy. He doesn't strain, he doesn't imitate, he floats. His voice slips between childhood and maturity, giving the song both innocence and instinct. The arrangement breathes with him, leaving tiny doorways for his spontaneous inflections, those little lifts and quivers that became his signature. It feels like sunlight catching on glass, bright enough to warm you, but soft enough not to blind. No wonder it reached number 2 on the R&B charts and became one of his most revisited early gems. Number 7. Never Knew Love Like This Before by Stephanie Mills, 1980. This is Revelation sung in real time. Stephanie Mills enters the track with a kind of awe, like she's learning the contours of her heart as she sings. Inspired by the birth of Reggie Lucas's daughter, the song glows with innocence, wonder, and the quiet shock of discovering you're capable of feeling more than you believed. The disco-sparkled strings shimmer without crowding her. The rhythm section holds everything steady, while Stephanie rises above it, like someone stepping into light after years of dim rooms. She stretches phrases just slightly, as if trying to make the feeling last a few seconds longer. Listen for the way she sings, "You are my love." The line doesn't just land, it floats. The song won Grammys because authenticity this pure is unmistakable.
You're the one I'm living for.
Number 6. Reach Out, I'll Be There by Four Tops, 1966.
It's just an illusion, and your world around
Levi Stubbs sings like a man fighting his way through the wind.
filled with much confusion until happiness.
Pushed so high in his range that the voice becomes a cry, raw, desperate, almost breaking. Holland Dozier Holland knew what they were doing. They wanted the ache to sit right on the edge of control. The opening flutes flutter like panic rising. The drums hit like a heartbeat trying to restart after bad news. Everything in the arrangement moves with the urgency of someone racing to get to you before you fall apart. It's rescue music, studio crafted, yes, but too human to feel manufactured. Listen for that unusual drum pattern made with mallets on a tambourine head, a studio accident turned into a signature sound. The track hit number 1 across pop and R&B because people heard something they needed, a promise strong enough to hold on to. Number 5. Heatwave by Martha and the Vandellas, 1963. Martha Reeves doesn't cool down, she leans into the fever. It's joy, desire, frustration, and heat all sharing the same breath. You can almost feel the Detroit summer pressing against the walls of the studio. The baritone sax from Mike Terry growls like humid air that refuses to move. Martha sings with power and vulnerability interlocked. She's commanding 1 second, exposed the next. The horns jab like sparks flying off concrete. The rhythm section keeps the pocket so tight you could balance a bottle on it. This is the sound of remembering you're alive when numbness tries to take over. Listen for the sax line threading underneath the vocal. It's the song's heartbeat. Number 4, Dancing in the Street by Martha and the Vandellas, 1964. This song is a call to arms disguised as a party. Martha Reeves opens with a line that doesn't just invite, it commands. Marvin Gaye worked the drum kit. James Jamerson grounded the bass. Neighborhood kids were pulled straight off the street to shout, "Hey," into the mic. That rawness is why it still sparks people to move. Released during civil rights upheaval, it became an anthem without trying to be. Joy wasn't just joy, it was resistance. It was survival. Martha belts with a strength that feels communal, like an entire neighborhood lifting its voice through her. Listen for the city roll call: Chicago, New York, New Orleans. It turns geography into unity. Number 3, TSOP, The Sound of Philadelphia, by MFSB-FT, The 3 Degrees, 1974. TSOP doesn't walk into the room. It arrives. Strings announce themselves like theater curtains rising. The musicians of MFSB 30 deep layer groove upon groove until it feels like a whole city is moving as one. The beat is relentless but warm. 4 on the floor with hi-hat patterns that seem to pull the world forward. The 3 Degrees barely whisper their vocals just enough to nudge you toward the dance floor. Saturday afternoons on Soul Train, Sundays in living rooms, joy made orchestral. Number 2, Love Train by the OJs, 1972. Love Train is a heartbeat-turned locomotive. Gamble wrote the lyrics in minutes, but the feeling hits with the force of years. The OJs sing like they're conducting the world toward a better version of itself. MFSB builds the track, like a track, steady, rolling, unstoppable. It arrived at the exact moment the world needed hope, and people climbed aboard. Strings swell, horns sparkle, and those hand claps pull strangers into the same rhythm. Number 1, The Moment Soul Music Saves You by A Universal Experience. This moment doesn't appear on a chart. It doesn't have a release date. But every great soul song creates it. It's the second when the bass falls into your heartbeat, when the drums line up with your breathing. When a voice cracks exactly where your own voice would crack if you let it. It's the hush before the chorus, the swell after the bridge, the breath a singer takes that somehow becomes your breath too.
Come back and be mine. No.
It's where you stop being a listener and become a participant, held, lifted, restored for reasons you can't articulate. Listen for silence. Listen for the moment everything inside you rearranges. That's soul healing you in real time. Thanks for riding through these soul gems with me. If one of these tracks brought back a memory, made you smile, or hit you right in the chest, go ahead and drop your song in the comments. I'd love to hear the moment that moved you. And if you haven't yet,
So won't you hurry? Come on, boy.
hit subscribe so you never miss the next deep dive into the music that shaped us.
Oh, and even if the sun goes down.
Until then, keep the groove alive, keep your spirit open, and let soul music do what it's always done, heal you, one note at a time.
Oh,